couple of months after Pet Sounds was released, Melody Maker asked several stars of the time such as Eric Clapton, Keith Moon or Stones manager Andrew Oldham, among others, about their opinion on Pet Sounds. This is what they said about it. "I think Pet Sounds illustrates the way one man's mind works. That of Brian Wilson. I think there's nothing revolutionary in the album. Perhaps the only revolution is in the group itself, the way they've changed with the album. They are not so much a vocal group these days. Vocals, as such, have almost disappeared with this album. All of us, Ginger Baker, Jack Bruce and I, are absolutely and completely knocked out with Pet Sounds. I consider it to be one of the greatest pop LPs to ever be released. It encompasses everything that's ever knocked me out, and rolled it all into one. We're all gassed by it. Brian Wilson is without doubt a pop genius. I don't think it's revolutionary. I don't even like it as much as the other Beach Boys albums. I think that Pet Sounds is the most progressive album of the year in as much as Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade was. It is the pop equivalent of that. A complete exercise in pop technique. Personally, I consider it to be a fantastic album. The lyrics are tremendous. The way Wilson has suited him to the songs is outstanding. I see pop music as a form of escapism, and Pet Sounds is a great example of escapism. Basically, I admire the ingenuity of the LP, but it's not as revolutionary as people say. They've done a lot of unusual things, but there are 1 or 2 weak tracks. Not quite the rave people have made it out to be. It's a sort of Brian Wilson experimental combo. For me, it's not the same Beach Boys. They had more appeal as a group as they were before. It's fantastic. I've just bought it and finished playing it. God Only Knows is the most fantastic track on the album. Brian Wilson is a great record producer. I haven't spent my time listening to the Beach Boys before, but I am a convert now, and I just want to listen to this LP again and again. 13 of the tracks are originals, which can't be bad. I think it's a revolution in record production. We've been playing Beach Boys songs for years, but Pet Sounds is a complete change of style. Bruce Johnston, the 6th Beach Boy, played it to us first and we couldn't work it out. Not until we took the record home and lived with it for a while did we begin to understand it. It's revolutionary in that Brian Wilson thinks out the song and then does the arranging, recording and even the singing if the others aren't available. Apparently, Keith Moon wasn't the only Who member who didn't like Pet Sounds. A few months later, Disc and Music Echo magazine asked Pete Townshend about the album. Pete Townshend this week attacked Brian Wilson, musical brain behind the Beach Boys, for making pop music too complex. Brian Wilson lives in a world of flowers and strawberry-flavored chewing gum, Townshend said. His world has nothing to do with pop. Pop is going out on the road, getting drunk and meeting the kids. Good Vibrations was probably a good record, but who's to know? You had to play it about 90 bloody times to even hear what they were singing about. As the musical brain behind The Who, the group that last year Paul McCartney predicted would probably be the biggest influence on pop music in 1966, Pete Townshend finds himself concerned about the state of pop music in general, and especially about the British pop scene. His attitude to pop is that it's getting so complicated that nobody knows what's happening, least of all the fans. Pete said, "The kids just don't know what's going on. Everything's so involved. Next year it's going to be worse. We're going to have a batch of overproduced Beach Boys records and overproduced records in general. Andy Warhol will come over and start on his psychedelic bit and everyone will walk around saying, 'That's what I thought all the time,' and the first person to explain it like that will cop the money. The British pop scene needs the Beatles to come out of their hole and make a really simple pop record to sort things out. I'd prefer to see a reversion to pop for a pop audience. It's all wrong to elevate a pop audience to what you're doing.